don't even know what to say. So I guess I'm not going to say nothing because whatever I say, it's not going to be good enough. I just have to apologize to everybody. I don't know what happened. It was streaming fine, and then suddenly it rolled to like the show I did last time, and then I'm sitting here like, what happened? Where did my live stream go? And so I had to recreate it all over again. And thank you guys for coming and making your way to the new stream. Um, yeah, share the link around if you get a chance because, people are going to be clicking and they're going to be seeing the one that says it already is over. So if you invited some people to come, you know, give them this link now so that they can come on over here. I guess if they come to the channel, though, it'll probably be saying live streaming. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've never been to anybody's live but mine. So, anyway, welcome to the Friday night Dusty News Network broadcast. As you can see, the dust has infiltrated YouTube to magnificent proportions to the point where it crashed our show. Our show just like went up in dust smoke. So, yeah, the dust mites must have been out in full force. That's all I could say. But I'm glad you guys made it over here. Hey, Lady Boss. Yeah, everybody in the house, and we're gonna get this show on the road. We got some more really good things in. I noticed some was still coming in today, but we'll just save them for next week and get started with the show for today. What we do here, for those of you who may just wandered in and not be really sure what's going on, the audience, the people that are there watching, and other visitors to the channel submit memes and posts and comments that they find all over the internet that are made by dusty men and women. It's very unfortunate. There's some dusty women out there we are starting to find. That's very disappointing. But it is what it is. So, we feature them and laugh at them just as much as we do the dudes. And so that's what this show is. It's not, it's nothing educational really. I mean, I do have some perspectives on some things to try to get you up on the games that they're trying to run on you by putting these things, on the internet. But as far as most of my other videos, where you're learning something, you're getting some new life skills and you're going to learn to handle relationships. Nah, this is all about clowning people to oblivion. That's what this is about. So let me show you this slide. So those of you who run across some stuff, after you see what goes on the show, you might run across some stuff or say, oh, yeah, I saw something just today. And, and I wanted to submit it. It would be really good for this show. So you can send it in to survivingdating@gmail.com and make the subject line Dusty News. Make sure you put Dusty News, even if you say for Dusty News or Deb, this is some Dusty News, whatever you put in there, make sure the two words Dusty News are in there and that they're together. You can put anything you want to before or after that, but Dusty News has to be in there in order for it to filter into the correct folder. Okay? So yes, girl, I'll be trying to get these folks on point, but I see some of them just look, um, you know, yeah, I look sad, Ashley. I look sad because my first show like crashed and burned. And I was like all hyperventilating and in a sweat and had to go and redo the whole thing all over again and try to get back up and running in 15 minutes, which I did manage to do. And you know how come? Because I'm so used to YouTube screwing up. Right, Lady Boss? We've been through this so many times. So, I'm getting good at it now. So this is kind of, but you don't really want to get good at fixing screw ups, but I guess it is, as I said, what it is. Compliments on my makeup. Thank you. I was playing in the little dots again today. I don't know what you call them. What do you call them little things? I just call them dots because they just little round colored dots in this little container. And so I just call them the dots. All right. So let's get going with our show and let's talk about some folks real bad. Let's start by talking about this. This lady, she sent me this, right? For thinking it was going to be something I was commenting on. I was like, oh no, let me change my thumbnail and put this on here immediately. And that's what I did. Can you imagine that? And look at them two fools. They friends or brothers or something to think that they're going to walk out the house looking like that and that wearing their little brothers, their 4-year-old brother's pants. They wear their little brother's pants and looking like complete idiots. And both of them over there with girls on their arm. I'm thinking, what drugs them girls been smoking? That is just ridiculous. There's no way in this world I want to be seen in public with anybody looking like that. So now that I've finished that rant, let us move on and talk about the rest of these clowns. Now, this young lad here, I'm thinking he must be confused and think he fine. Thanks, Miss Solomon. I appreciate how she say I'm ready. Thank you guys for the super chat. He is confused. Something about him makes him think that he's cute. And he talking about his relaxed hairdo, blow dried, whatever the shit it is. And he's like, oh, young black man looking for a white woman to provide me with money and shelter. In other words, he's a homosexual. And to all the bitter negritos, negritas, don't hate on me because I'm flawless and y'all are third world ugly. You wish you could have hair as luxurious as mine. Swerve. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what? Dude, whatever you eating, drinking, or smoking, you need to put it down immediately because it got you all kinds of fucked up. You sitting up there, I'm looking at this picture like, this guy looks like something that crawled out from under a rock and then put glasses on. And it's up there talking about he's like luxurious hair. No, dude, you're confused. You're very confused. I was like, I'm sorry. I have to move to the next one. Because I'll tell you, when I saw this the first time, I must have laughed 10 minutes. I kept looking at it and laughing some more. Whew. Okay. Now, you know this shit's funny, ladies, because this is true. Because when you get mad at a nigga, boy, your ass turn into like, what you call it, Wolverine and Hulk and everybody all put in, mixed together. Females swear everything's too heavy to lift until she puts you out. Now she's slinging shit everywhere. Look at that TV, mattress, couch. She like tossing the whole dressers and refrigerators and shit out the door. I thought I was gonna die. I was laughing so hard because I know that sensation. Man, because you get mad, they do stupid stuff, right? And you just you could just feel this inner rage just boiling up, and this superhuman strength starts coming into your muscles, and then your clothes pop like the Hulk, and then you're sitting there, and then you want all his shit out your house, and you want it out like now. You don't want to wait for him to come get it. It must be out this second. So you kind of push your little sleeves up, and then you commence to tossing shit. And then you get in a rhythm. And before you know it, all his stuff's cleared out your house. It's out there on the curb or wherever it is, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's all of that. It's all that. Adrenaline and probably cortisol and I don't know what other hormones there are. They're all of those things. Insulin, everything. Everything is coursing through your bloodstream. And you just having superhuman strength. I was crying. Used to a dresser drawer. I'm telling you, I was crying. I was like, what the hell? Oh, but he's right though. That's why I couldn't, all I could do was laugh. You didn't hear me trying to deny it, did you? When your girl leave you for a hood nigga and a month later he dies, look at this gleeful laugh. That's so cold. That is so cold. Oh, do these clowns have anything intelligent to do with their time? They just sit around making these crazy memes and, and thinking up retarded stuff to say and to think about. I'm telling you, I'm sitting up here. I have to dab my eyes with my tissue. Luckily, I brought one because, it just went from bad to worse. Who thinks of stuff like this and would make a meme about it? Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. And a month later, he dies. Ah, I'm over here crying, laughing. These things are so stupid. Oh my God. Yeah, that's Tyreese. Isn't that from Baby Boy? I don't know. It could, has he been in any other movies? Shit, I don't know. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Okay, here, and this is like a receipt from Walmart. Hold my hand engagement ring for $48. And it says the tag, when a Dusty tries to settle down, $48 engagement ring, thinking he done something spectacular. And this girl, she come back and she said, I'm saying no. Oh my God. I'm saying no. Like, yeah, I would say no too. I would say no. It wouldn't matter if he came with a $20,000 ring. I'm still saying no. I'm not trying to get married. Oh my God! But can you imagine getting married with a $48 ring on your hand? That should have turned your finger green, and then your finger rot off. That won't be. So this meme is famous. Well, I never saw it before. I saw one with a $20 engagement ring though last year. That was like it's supposed to be from K Jewelers or something, and people was but it was a lie. Somebody just photoshopped it. 1/20th of a carat. Shh, you probably get a bigger carat in a Cracker Jack box than that thing. That's CZ, if it's even that. Yes, yes, your mom. I'm glad you see somebody who's been around who knows. Okay, let's move on. Not too much to say about that. Now, this note from the boyfriend, and if you count them $100 bills, it's $1,100 on that table because I was all kind of looking to count the monies, and he's like, go buy yourself something and leave me the fuck alone. But then he put a little heart and XOXO, so he was just talking smack. He just wanted her to, go somewhere and do something with herself and give him some peace. So he gave her $1,100. That ought to keep her busy for a minute. Unless she just go buy some kind of designer bag, then she'll be back in an hour. And then he'll be like, wait, what happened? What happened to my money? But I'm like, shoot, give me $1,100. I need some new clothes. Not like I go anywhere, but it still would be nice to have some. But I thought that was really cute. And so the question was, would you be offended or would you shut the hell up and follow the directions? So, which one? Yeah, I'm gone too, girl. I mean, like so fast, if you think my ass was World One, it'd be like a beep, beep, out, whoo, shoom. I'll be out before he changed his mind and start saying, oh, well, give me some of that back. I'm gone. I'll be back later. Yeah, that's the one time in my life I might be submissive. Yes, my love. I'll do everything you say. Okay. Now, this dude here, he says, your baby father is allowed to love another woman and still see his kids. Quit using your children as pawns. And the young lady below made a very valid point, that sometimes the other woman, it just isn't responsible and is a threat to the welfare of the child. Choose wisely, then speak. And that is like exactly the truth because I mean he likes her because she got the big booty and this and that and she be turning his butt out in the bed and all that stuff, but that does not mean that she has experience with children or that she has the patience to be with especially a young child. You got to change diapers and they cry a lot and stuff. A lot of people can't handle those. That's why the number one age of child that is killed in you know, killed in those kind of situations are 2-year olds. And why do they call it the terrible twos? Because they push your patience to like some place out in outer space that you didn't even know existed. That's where they will take you. And so you have to be a very understanding, mature person to deal with, a little 2-year old that's having a meltdown. A lot of people cannot handle it and then they abuse the child and sometimes the child ends up dead. So if you have a child like that that's, still not kind of emotionally not really developed that well, because, that happens on a spectrum between, 18 months and 4, anywhere in there before they really get a handle on their emotions and stuff. And you got some old ratchet, why you got to put it, why you always got to have that baby? Why can't you be like other men and just ignore your kids. And, I don't like you having your kid all the time because it takes time away from me. You got that kind of broad dudes. I'm telling you, you should not be clamoring for your child to be around her. You need to look at this realistically. So, to me, what the young lady said is a valid point. And now that sometimes the daddy ain't shit. He be smoking weed under around the baby, put the baby in the car with no car seat, all kind of weird, crazy stuff goes on, drinking around the baby, having a bunch of weirdo people around the kid with, unsupervised. I mean, so, just saying that using your children, not letting them see the kids, a lot of women have a very valid reason, you know. So if you really want to see your kid, though, go to court. Go through the whole process of getting visitation where they come to your house, they check out your job, they check out where the child's going to sleep, they do a background check. See, niggas ain't trying to do all of that. So they would prefer to get online and make memes like this and complain that nobody, quote, lets them see their kids, when in reality, if they really wanted to see the child, the court system's there to assist them. But you got some hurdles to go through to make it happen. And if you got felonies and you've been in drug possession and DUIs and all that kind of stuff, well, see, the court's going to be looking at you kind of sideways, and the chances of you getting all that kind of stuff that's unsupervised is very slim to none. And you got supervised visitation, you got to pay for that. And they don't want to pay for that either. But still, they don't want to look like they want to go around and tell everybody I'm a dust mite, and that's why I can't see my kid because I ain't shit. So they try to make it seem like it's the mother's fault. So they come out looking like the good guy. But see, I worked in family law, so I know. I know. I know what they put them people through, whether it's the mother or the father. They will investigate your ass, especially with little kids. You want to be taking them into different environments where they can't fend for themselves. Teenagers, it's a little more lax. But little children, they're going to send a social worker to your house. They're going to look and see where the bedroom is. They're going to look in your refrigerator. They're going to look at all your cabinets. They're going to, do blood tests if they need to. Like if you have a history of drug abuse and stuff, they're going to drug test your ass. They're going to put you through some changes before you have, unsupervised custody of your child for visitation. So these people, they know that. They know they're going to go pass the drug test. They know they got DUIs. They know they got thug-ass friends coming around with, records of different kind of assaults and stuff. So it's not an environment that's safe for a child. That's why the mother's keeping the child away from your trifling two-bit piece of dust mite ass. It don't have nothing to do with her using it as a pawn. She's trying to protect her baby's life, safety, health, everything else, little body, all kind of stuff. So when I see stuff like this, I'm like, nigga, please. That's exactly what I say, and then I just scroll on by. Now, let's look at the next one. Heard. Can I get some eggplant? Me. You got eggplant money? Because he says that he's not fucking with no woman that can't pay his bills. And so then he's like, now you see how bumming he used the H word, be sounding? First of all, young lad, let me explain something to you. When you decide to go to what you call a hoe house, who is there buying services? Is it women buying men? No, it's not. It's men buying women. And you know why that is? Because there's no value to dick. It's free. It's just blowing up and down the street. There's not like a run on dick. Okay? Dick is just like, the market has bottomed out on it. Let's put it that way. So you trying to position yourself to say you got dick money, you going to die starving and broke and hungry because nobody's going to give you any money for that. You have no value in that market, whereas women do. Because men always want some place to stick that eggplant. Women can go years without it. And not even be tripping. So I guess some men too, like monks and stuff. But we don't really know what they be doing up on the mountaintops. You know what I mean? They could be having busloads of whoever's coming up there in the secret in the dark. We don't know. Coming on llamas or whatever, camels and shit. We don't really know. But that's what's out there as being the situation. So, when you see guys like this, you know that they're very confused and they try to elevate their status to some imaginary level where ain't nobody gonna give you nothing for that. You got to be kidding. Here's 2 cents. I mean, you can't even buy bubble gum for 2 cents now like you used to be able to when I was a little kid. Shoot, now pennies have no value, just like yo dick. All right, let's move on. I don't know why they use Beyonce in this picture, but this is very true. Look at this. Look at this, because this is just how they be doing too. Let me put the voice on. Let me put the voice on. Uh, yeah, girl. Yeah, 'cause you really something. I could see myself with a lady like you. Yeah, you got it going on. You got it going on, sister. Uh, I really want to get to know you. I really want to get to know you. I think we should spend some time together. We should do some things so I can get to know you. Okay. Now, all y'all done heard that rap. Okay. So then she's like, okay, you'll just plan something out. Let me know and, we'll get together. Okay. That means she's open. She's waiting for you to do something. She's amenable to allowing you to get to know her. So the door is open. Okay. But what do Nick dogs do? That's mites. And she say 2 weeks later. I say more. They be waiting as long as a month. So girl, yeah, what you been up to? What you been, so when you gonna let me see you? Nigga, you could see me when your ass turned to Ray Charles and then back again. That's when you could see me. I just like have no interest in that kind of stuff. And he's likely to get, the who from me. But yeah, they all do the same thing and try to act like they so interested. They just want to be with you. They just have to see you. They just want to be around you. You know. Yeah, they all talk, no action. That's why always tell you guys, watch what they do. Don't listen to what they say. If to me, the best sign, greatest sign of interest is his behavior and his action behind the words. If he's all words and nothing's happening, it's just all a bunch of rap, then not he's not, he ain't talking about nothing. And just, let him go on and talk about that. I mean, you can be entertained by it if you want to, but you don't put, yeah, like, you could block him if you don't, but if it's entertaining, it might be fun to talk to him or something, then you could do that. But if you've invested any emotion in that, I will slap you myself. That's not what you do, you know. These dudes, I mean, he's just trying to like build up his stable or something. Or probably is about to be homeless and looking for his next hobosexual stop. Knucklehead. Let's move on. Now I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, you got to, man, talk about people trying to up their stock. So he's pointing out where dudes got fat rolls and, he got a pouch because I guess he ate too much and then he lost weight or something. Because, men can't be having babies. So he can't blame it on the fact that he had a bunch of kids. So he just, just a greedy pig and his belly got big and then it got unbig. And so now he got this pouch. And then it's like he's trying to say, well, you're still handsome and you're still worthy. No, you're not. You're so not. You know why you're not? Because one of the first things they want to talk about is how women hit a wall. Women hit a wall and they don't want to date mothers because of whatever. And, these same situations in reverse. They want big girls, all kind of stuff they say. So if that's the case for the females, then that's the same case for you. And you're not still handsome, nor are you still worthy. And you just are stupid and ugly and a blimp. And don't nobody want you. Yeah, I don't want that girl. And then, so, it kills me when they have them big ass bellies that be hard. It's like you go, because like for women, the fat is more soft, so it's kind of mushy. That's why women could put on girdles and, things like that and just look regular, right? Because the fat is like, it's external fat. And so it's squishable. It's also easier to lose, that way. Good cardio and some weight training. I'm telling you, we're going to talk about that too, another show. And, so But the dudes, their fat tends to be visceral. So it's in, it's inside, it's around their internal organs. So it pushes the muscles outward so that they get that rounded, hard belly. That means they're like really a stroke and a heart attack waiting to happen. That's when all the fat is around their heart, their lungs, their liver. I mean, all this is in their intestines is just filled with fat and just, they're just obese and gross. And so then they want to hug you, right? And girl, you be like rounded out like this because you trying to fit around that gut. That's not cute. I don't like it. No, it's more than cardio. They got to change their diet. That's women can lose it with the cardio because our fat is different. It's structured. It's different. But they dudes have that hard fat and is underneath the muscle. And I'm like, this is somebody who was trying really, really hard to not allow himself to have to turn into an incel because nobody want him. But I'm gonna say this, dude, do not pass go. Head straight to incel village because that's where you gonna end up. Don't nobody want you looking like that. So I'm not know what to tell them. Yeah, they be all that. And it's not even that because if you eat you know lean meats and you eat low fat dairy here and there and well soda, I don't know, I have no excuse for that, but diet sodas, I don't know, there's no sugar in those, and alcohol, don't you dare talk about my booze, but you right, they didn't drink it, it mainly is beer because it has a lot of carbohydrates in it. So they put all that stuff in their body and they eating fried chicken and greasy donuts and they eating cookies and cakes and pies and all stuff, right? They eating all that kind of stuff all the time and these big greasy burgers and all this kind of stuff. And then they get all fat and out of shape and heart, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. They can't walk a block without heaving and huffing for breath. I mean, who wants that? So who wants a man like that? And dude, if that describes you, you need to get your ass to the nearest gym, go to the doctor first, and then get cleared to start physical exercise and then get your ass to a gym, get you a trainer and get yourself together because there's no reason for you to be looking like that. Let's go. Here's a young man. I mean, I'm happy that he has jobs and he takes his role as a father and supporting his children seriously. I'm very glad to see that. We wish we had more men who had that attitude. However, dude, you don't get rounds of applause and kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. You try to see, this is the part that kills me about black men and what they always do. They compare themselves to the lowest of the low. Dudes who ain't doing shit, ain't about shit, what never about shit, don't know shit. They want to compare themselves to those guys. And so then, of course, comparatively speaking, they come out on top. They're like winners. They're like stellar, like, Egyptian kings or something in comparison. But, from just the regular job level thing, you got two very low wage level kind of jobs. Working in a warehouse, I guess it pays a halfway decent wage, at least around here. I think they make about 20 something bucks an hour. And between 15 and 20 something bucks an hour, depending on which warehouse you work at and what your seniority is. And then he works at a donut shop. So, these are not jobs that require you to have like education and specialized training and stuff like that. They're just jobs. And but it works. He's doing it so it gets he's got health benefits and stuff for his kid. He's getting a 401k. Okay, his mind is in the right place. But I'm like, dude, I mean, what? Why would you put this on the internet? What is it you hoping? So all these people like, oh, that's so great, that's so good, isn't that? And I'm like, all these dumb bras with these low level roach niggas that don't do shit. And so you see a man with not just one job but two jobs, and you want to be like Hercules, Hercules. You need to level up, like Ciara says, level up and stop messing with dust mites. Even if dude just has a regular job, you know what I mean? He's better than a dust mite. This dude, I mean, them other dudes are just low, just nothing. Yeah, multiple baby mamas. So he made some bad decisions in his life, but sound like he looks like he's trying to turn things around. And I just wish more young people would think about stuff like this before they start breeding and making all these damn babies. Speaking of which, I have to interject something. Okay. So sometimes in the morning when I'm going to and fro the gym, I'll have to tell you about my gym too, but we'll talk about that later. I listened to KBLX, right? So I'm listening to KBLX, and they had this scenario on there where, and those of you who live in the Bay Area, you know what I'm talking about. This woman is 34, I think they said 36, something like that. But anyway, pretty young, and her 17-year-old daughter was pregnant. Is pregnant, and so she wasn't feeling it. Evidently, that's what they kept saying. The mother wasn't feeling it. And they were like, what are your suggestions? What should she do? So all these people calling in, well, she's got to help her. And, that's your grandbaby. And that's, she was a young mother herself. So she should understand how it is. And I'm thinking she was a young mother herself, so the daughter should understand what a fucked up situation that is and not go and repeat the same mistake. That was how I was thinking it. Excuse me. But they were looking at it like, since she was a young mother, well, her daughter can be a young mother too, and you're supposed to help her like your mother helped you. That was how they were looking at it. And I'm thinking, no, that's not how we do things. So here I go. Chun, 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 chun. And they're like, you got a comment? I said, yes, I do. What's your name? Deborah. And so they're like, well, what would you do? I said, well, it's a little late. It's a little after the fact, but like with my daughter, I started at 5 years old telling her, you ain't having no baby, and you think I'm gonna take care of it. I straight telling you now, don't. If you have a baby, you get pregnant, you better get an abortion. I better not ever find out about it. And if you decide to have one, understand that's gonna be your baby. Cause I wasn't in the bed making that little mother. I had to catch myself getting ready to say motherfucker on the air. But I said, I wasn't there. So the DJs didn't believe it. They were like, oh, it's three of them, right? They were like, oh, no, no. How could you say such a thing? That's your grandchild. You would turn away your grandchild? I said, absolutely. And they're like, well, but your daughter, this and that, she needs your help. I'm like, she didn't need my help getting pregnant. So then she don't need my help to do anything else about that baby. I already told, don't ask me for nothing. You ain't staying here. I ain't buying no clothes. I ain't buying no food. And don't you dare think about even imagining you gonna ask me to babysit. I'm not doing shit. I told you not to do this. This is what you wanted to do. Then that's your decision. It is also your problem. Don't ask me for no help. Nothing. I'm not doing shit. And I made that very clear to her. I must have sang that song yearly from the time she was 5 or 6 years old. So guess what? No babies. And that's how it is be. I think a lot of times as a parent, you start with this, oh, we'll make a way, God will make a way, that's family. You're basically condoning that shit. You're basically telling your daughter it's okay for her to do that and that you'll step in and help, rectify the system. No, no, no. I work too hard. I'm not still doing nothing. I want to go travel and stuff. I want to do stuff now that my daughter's out the house. I want to live my life the way I want to live it. And that does not include being saddled to no house and no snot nose, burping ass, diarrhea having baby. I'm not doing that. That's your job. I already did that with you. I'm through. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm just telling you. Two of them were male and one was female, but she was, on the same. I don't know. She kind of got shouted down, but I'm just saying, I just give no fucks. I don't, you're a grown person, and if you're not grown and you want to be acting grown, that means your ass you're gonna drop out of school and you're gonna get a job and you're gonna do everything that you need to do like an adult because you want to do adult activities and you want to have adult responsibilities, and you think you're gonna pass that baton to me? Fuck that shit, not happening. You was the one wanted this goddamn baby. You gonna be the one raising it. You gonna be the ones eating beans out the can to try to buy formula and diapers. I'm not helping you ever do anything. No, not doing it. And I made that very clear. And it scared the shit out of her. And it scared her friends. So my daughter already knew the repercussions. And see, that's what I think is happening. So many parents, their daughters, and the sons too. There's no repercussions for this, like, wild, silly behavior. So not only do they have one baby, they go and have two, three, four. By different dudes. And the dudes the same thing by different women because there's no repercussions for their behavior. Shit. That ain't me. That does not happen. That ain't wasn't going down like that in my household. But yeah, they did not believe me. They were horrified. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. That's just how I feel. All right, so enough of my side chatter. Let's move on. This shit was hilarious. It's like how your lady be looking when she in the house with you versus how she go out to brunch with her friends. Isn't that Marlon Wayans looking like somebody's about to die on death's door or something? Since 6:15, Mahogany, you need to be hitting that notification bell and being a subscriber. Come on, y'all. We need more subscribers anyway. Look at this. Look at this sorry sadness right here. But I hear that girlfriend look fly as hell. And then over there looking all broke down. But that was just a little dust mite. That was funny. I thought it was cute. Now this shit here was I had me screaming again. Dude, look at dude. Her nails cost $40. Send her $39.98 and have her ask her friends for the remaining 2 cents they always have. Oh my God, I was dying. I was like, okay, that was almost good enough for the DNN Savage Award. Almost, but not quite. We have 6 Savage Awards this week. People just be like, these women be like biting with these dudes. It's funny. Ooh. Yeah, they do talk about women's looks, but whatever. That's why I like to talk about men's looks. It's like, please. You know that the knives cut two ways, so don't play that with me. So yeah, ask her friends for the remaining 2 cents that they always have. I was like, oh snap. Is that who that is? Well, anyway, I don't know if he wrote that quote or not, but I thought it was funny. Now this dude here trying to like stick his pinky out. I guess he's supposed to be bougie, talking about home cooked meals people put together. And it's like, attention, please. He's trying to regulate on people's kitchen habits. Ladies, coordination is a part of cooking. You cannot make random foods and call it a meal. Fried chicken, spaghetti, and sweet potato pie do not go together. Therefore, you cannot cook if you do this. And look how people's laughing at his dumb ass. It's like, boy. So then this dude come back and say, this nigga obviously ain't had a home cooked meal ever in his life. I was crying. Oh, yeah. It's like random foods. Boy, you better sit your behind down and say, if I give your ass some eggs, bacon, spaghetti, and sweet potato pie, you going to eat it and be happy. That's what you going to do. A random ass food, you right. But yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. You thinking that you named Jamar. Look at it. The fool. Name's not even Rodney or something classy, Jamar. Now, this young man feels like if you dating a woman and after the 6th date she doesn't offer to get the check or pay half, that you should cut her off. Hmm. And I wonder what he thinks. I guess he means if he's not tapping it. If he's not tapping it by that 6th date, that he's going to cut her off. Because I'm like, I don't see the reason why I should have to pay for a date. If I invite you over and I'm cooking, okay, I done bought the food and I slaved over hot stove. I've done 3 times as much to get that on the table as you did just flipping out a couple of 20s. The effort, the difference in effort is just phenomenal. But they don't really count that because they don't see, okay, I have to plan the menu, right? Because, this is like, when I'm cooking something, I'm inviting somebody over, it's like an event, okay? Because I'm going to fix the table up nice. I might put candles on it, fresh flowers and stuff. I'm going to make it look all cute. And then I'm going to say, plan my menu, right? So then I go in my cabinets, my refrigerator to see what I don't have. Then I go make a list. And then I go to the store and I buy those things. Now look how much time I've already put in, right? And I buy those things, I cart them home. I lug them up the stairs. I put them in the house in the refrigerator. And then I start measuring, chopping, food processing, blending, baking, sauteing. Also, okay, so now I'm hours into this, right? I might have to peel shrimp or something. When I do give people like my shrimp and chicken jambalaya. That shit is bomb. That's my man getter dish. Give them that. You got to peel them bad boys. Take the vein out. You see how labor intensive this is? And so then I'm sauteing, doing all stuff right. And then I make the salad. I get all the stuff together. And then he comes in, everything smells all good. It looks all beautiful. It's pretty. The food is slamming. Okay, now I just put in at least 7 hours worth of work for you to sit there and eat that food that you gobbled down in 15 minutes. But you think that because somebody don't pay for you a meal out, that she should be cut off. See, that's what I mean. Men, they don't have any sense about, the value of things. That's why they sit around like if a woman, is at home with kids and stuff, raising, cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, doing all stuff and stuff, and then he walks in the door. Well, what did you do all day? See, that should get you stabbed. That'll get you stabbed. And so, what I did when my husband said that, I said, I don't know what I did all day, but let me let you figure it out yourself. And I gave him that baby and I got my little overnight bag and I walked out the door and I was gone for 2 days. I stayed with my girlfriend. And when I came back, that nigga was humble and he never ever said anything stupid like that to me again. I'm the master. I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to show you. And so he got to deal with that. That waking up in the middle of the night, you can't do shit, kids screaming all the time. Our daughter had like some colicky thing going on or something. She would scream all the time for a couple of months. It was crazy. And so, that's the kind of thing I'm saying when men don't have an appreciative attitude for the effort that women put forth. And this kind of shit here, you just cut her off. Um, I don't know. He'd probably get cut off because he would have that attitude and I'd be like, next. Let's move on. Now this was funny. This is the position that dudes be having when they girl be paying for everything. We saw that a couple of weeks ago. Um, it was this brother with a big old fat girl, and it said something about her EBT card having like $1,100 or something on it, and he was all hugged up on her the same way. So I'm like, okay, I you don't feel like cooking for a man? Well, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, if you do feel like it, he better fucking appreciate it. That's all I'm saying. And if he don't, then just next him. But yeah, this is what I've noticed, when I see this is how the dudes be. They be like all hugged up on her and stuff. And it is this exact position. And I wonder what that's all about, what that position means. I don't know what this supposed to mean, but that is what you see. They all look the same way. But there are those rogue niggas, the ones that like, the ones that think they fine, like the ones that have like green eyes and look like Al B. Sure or something. Them dudes don't do that pose. They will be standing off to the side playing on their phone or looking at other women because they know that they could just, go to the next one. These two dudes don't look that attractive. So they're, happy that somebody wants them is going to pay for something for them. Yes, what I mean. They do look broke, don't they? They just look like, oh, sad. They look like sad little dust mites. So let us move on. This guy he was really mad, so he was just pointing some shit out to you ladies in case you don't understand. Half y'all females love blaming us for shit y'all be doing to yourselves. And look at this. So she riding a bike, then she fall off the bike, and then she says, "Niggas ain't shit." I was crying. I was like, he has a point. But you do know that somewhere in it he was involved in it because he did something to her bicycle and that's what made her fall. That Betty, that's the only dude I could think of that looks the way that I was trying to imagine in my mind. I don't really keep up with there's probably some newer, younger dudes that look like that. Okay, like Demarion or somebody. Oh, Marion. I remember seeing my daughter used to like to listen to him. And Mario or somebody or something. I don't know. I can't remember all these people. But uh, yeah, I thought this was kind of cute though. Isn't that? I thought that was silly, but it was funny. Niggas ain't shit. I was crying. I'm telling you. I was like, dude, you was on one, but it was funny though. Okay, let's move on. Now this is this, this was a scream. Okay, because they all say the same shit. The same shit. When your ex tries to start a conversation, he says, "Hey," with a smiley face. She says, "But hey, I ain't been doing nothing. Yes, I've been good. I've been chilling too. That's sweet of you. Nothing. I'm staying home. Cool. Talk to you later. Damn. Okay." Oh my God. She responded to all the stupid shit they always ask in one paragraph. I loved it. She just went in. Oh my God, I was crying. Cause they all say the same shit. Do they like have a book or something? When you know what I mean? It's just they have some kind of. Well, I think it must be like the Dust Mite Handbook online. So you sign up and it's like $2.99 a month, and you get to study all the dust mite words, all the dust mite phrases, all the little dusty niglet things that you can do and stuff because they all do the same thing. They all do the exact same thing. They say the same stuff. It's like the same person talking, the face just changes. And the tone of voice, the voice may change. But the words are exactly the same. It's just amazing. And it's been hearing the same stuff for the last 30 years. The same shit over and over. That's why I'm thinking there must be some, like, the Black Man Dust Mite Handbook, because all these brothers say the same shit over and over and over. There cannot be an accident. This must be a purposeful thing that's going on. Yeah, I'm telling you, 2.99. See, because they're going for volume, right? They're going for volume. This is like quantity, not quality, because it's the same tired game that's been around since forever. So, well, how they gonna be charging premium prices for some shit that's already tired? Was tired when they put it online in the 90s. Oh my God, these guys. All right. This shit was funny. This also almost got a clapback award, a Dusty News Network award. But I held back, and luckily I did because some more vile things came forward. So this guy's complaining. I've seen it with my own eyes. Women are very shallow. I'm short, ugly, and broke, so I don't date. But my good looking friends get the hottest women and the most women. Gee, I wonder why, he says bitterly. So then this young woman comes back and says, well, how many short, ugly, and broke women have you asked out? And he says, why would do that? Questioningly. Why would I do that? Dude, because like Deb always tells you, thanks, Felicia. Like Deb always tells you, you stay in your envelope. When you be overreaching, you're reaching for something that's not for you. You are, by your own description, short, ugly, and broke. That's a trifecta of fail. Okay? In the dating market, you are at the bottom. You are like underground. Okay, at least if you had one of those things working for you, you could be on the scale. But your ass ain't even on the scale. Short, ugly, and broke. Trifecta of no. Okay, you ain't gonna get no trim unless you pay for it. And even then, the hookers might be like, no. So by someone asking you how many short, ugly, broke women have you asked out, they are asking a sincere question which would might level the playing field for you. You could get a woman that was short, ugly, and broke because she is your peer. Y'all on the same, the same wavelength. You're on the same page. But he wanted to ask her, why would he do that? Dude, you just said your good looking friends get the hottest women and the most women. Okay, that ought to tell you something. Even if a man don't have much money or no money at all, if he looks good, he could get women. And even if he's not that attractive, like 50 cents, he's not cute to me. But that boy must have something because he had Vivica Fox jumping over fences and shit to get to that dick. So, I've been scared of 50 Cent ever since then. Because I'm like, whenever some women start going crazy like that over a man, I don't want no parts of him. I see him as, danger Will Robinson. So that kind of made me raise my eyebrows like, what's dude got going on? But he got that look, that look like he would fuck the shit out of you. It just have you going, oh my God, help, stop it, stop. You know, he got that face. But this little dude, he's short, ugly, and broke. And so, dude, you're not going to get nobody. I'm sorry. I thought that was funny, though. He just has not realized that, what he needs to be looking at. He has not accepted that he's outside of his lane. 50 gotta be to have Vivica jumping crazy like that over walls and going through people's yards and shit, trying to get to that nigger. I was like, nah. We need an Al-Anon for 50. All right, let's move on. This guy's talking about all the women that's pregnant on his timeline. Bruh, this is all I see down my timeline, he says. I usually don't put my business on Facebook, but you are worth more than a secret. From the moment I found out I was pregnant, you became the greatest love I've ever known. It's me and my king against the world. I love you, Robert Antoine Fustampius Pookie Jenkins Jr., patiently waiting on your arrival. 32 weeks, pound, still single though. I don't know. I be wondering what these young ladies be thinking about. 32 weeks, pregnant by some dusty ass clown. But look at that name, Robert Antoine Fustampius Spooky Jenkins Jr. I was rolling. Yeah, the ugly ones do be the ones trying to holler. But shit, they all be trying to holler. They just, I don't know. And now I'm at that age, I still look halfway decent, I guess, when I fix myself up, when I try. And then I go out, have my little boots on and my little tight jeans and stuff, my little off the shoulder sweater, be trying to get some swag going on. And here come these youngsters. Ma, hey Ma, what you got going on? Oh, yeah, I love older women. I'm like, you little dust mite, just like a mini dust mite. Get out of here. One dude I told, I said, I got old underwear older than you. Get out of here, boy. I just want, So then it's like, now I just go around looking like a bum because then I don't want to look too cute because then you attracting, the little knuckleheads that thinking they going to get some older woman to come live with and stuff and take care of them. Please. You don't understand. I ain't that chick. All right, let's move on. Here's another one trying to blame the absent daddy issue on the mama. 95% of children have absent fathers because of their mother's behavior. No. 95% of children who have absent fathers because their daddies are dust mites. You don't even care that you're not around your kid. You lie, you play games, you try to pretend like you want to be with the kid when you know you don't really want to. You're just a piece of shit. Just admit it. Just admit you don't care. And stop trying to make yourself look like you okay and that it's the mother's fault. Because, like a daddy who's really having that problem, you could get custody of your kids if she's not doing right. Just file for custody. You'll get it. You will get it. I don't know what to say, but I just, more blame shifting, lack of accountability, lack of responsibility. It's like, and the main thing is, why don't you zip that up? You know, you don't want any kids. Why don't you take the precautions to prevent a pregnancy? And then they just want to blame everything on women. Well, you tricked me. No, you tricked yourself. That's what they call it, a trick. Because you went and you got yourself into a situation with over some pussy and you lost your mind. So you tricked yourself. Oh my God, these dudes are just, yeah, it's just so, just disgusting. If I had a dude that had an attitude like that, I would give him his kid and say, you know what, you can kiss my ass, you and that ugly ass baby. Now look at this. He planned this, and this is exactly their script too. Remember I told you it's on the Dust Mite website? Enter her life, fuck shit up, and leave. Then text her, I miss you every 2 months when she tries to move on. LOLOLOLOLO laugh. But isn't that what they do though? Especially if you got your shit together, you got stuff going on, they're gonna really target you. You are gonna really be the one that they try to, get you to they enter your life and fuck shit up. So I thought this was very, this was honest and it was something that I think a lot of women needed to see because you guys don't really understand the game. You honestly think that these dudes coming into your life really want to be with you and they really like you. Even though the behavior is showing everything completely different, you believe them and you give to them. You take care of them. You become their ride or die. You become loyal to them. And he's not doing anything to show you any of that kind of behavior where you should invest in him like that. He's not doing anything that would make that makes sense. But here you go. So I wanted you to see this. Let's move on. Now this one, this guy is talking about withholding. Again, this is another one trying to elevate the value of something that has none. There's no market for dick. If any woman who is even halfway attracted went down to any club or any place where there's a gathering of men, and she stood there and she said, who wants to go home with me tonight? There would be a line of niggas waiting to get that. Now, what does that show you? That shows you that there's the market is on pussy. It's not on dick. And there's gonna be some dudes be like, nah, I'm not gonna tap that. She ain't good enough. This and that. And there's gonna be other ones who don't care. And we're not talking about standards here. I'm talking about sheer volume. Women can always, 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 with no big deal about it, get dick. I mean, niggas just begging you to touch that thing, look at it, anything. That's why they send you those pictures online. Them little pictures, the eggplant pics. They just want somebody to look at that thing. They're just so proud of it. And it's like, it's not cute. What are you doing? Send me a picture of $1,000 bill and then I want you to mail it to me. That might get my attention. But you sitting up there showing me that little ugly tired thing. I don't want that. I can step out my house and have a real one in here in 5 minutes. I mean, what is that? But anyway, so here he is. He's, trying to make this happen where he thinks that this is going to create a movement or something. And but he doesn't understand. This would last about 10 minutes. She don't have a job, no dick. She gets paid less than $12 an hour, no dick. She lives with her parents, no dick. Okay, for a high school kid, I mean, what is that's always claims she hungry, no dick. Cash app info in her bio. I'm gonna change mine and put some in mine, no dick. Always involved in drama, no dick. Now, if you reverse that to men, what would that be? He don't have no job, no pussy. He gets paid less than $12 an hour, no pussy. Lives with his parents or baby mama or somewhere else, homosexual, no pussy. Always claim he wants something. You got to do him a favor, no pussy. Hand stuck out. He don't need the cash app info. He got his hand stuck out, no pussy. Always involved in baby mama or some other woman drama, no pussy. See how that works? But I highly suggest you ladies to go with my version instead of this one. Let's move on. Yeah, she claims she hungry. Yeah, so she want to go out to eat. You know, it's women like that, but it's men like that too. They come at your house talking about what you cooking. Same shit. They talking about, what you cook. Nothing, nigga. I'ma cook what you bring. Hit the grocery store and bring some stuff, and then I'll cook it. And I'm eating too. And then suddenly they not hungry no more. They just want to eat up your food. Shit, fuck that. My budget is for me. You want to add yourself to my budget? Yeah, I mean, I'm just fine to add to the pot. But you want me to cook and you want to eat, then you eating like a man. I could make that shit last 2 meals, sometimes three. Your ass gonna sit there and eat it all in one sitting. So you need to bring something. My food budget is not for you. If we together, he says, please don't cheat on me. Look at this little begging thing. Oh, I'm a recovering player. The last thing you want to do is see me relapse. And he puts some laughing things. But in reality, what does this mean? What does it mean by him saying this? This is a very interesting meme. It's a lot deeper than what y'all might think. What this means is he understands how much he hurt women, right? But he's asking for you not to hurt him the way that he hurt probably dozens of others. He don't want you to do that to him. He's trying to use the excuse, well, the last that he would relapse and he would go back to chasing women. Well, you might do that, but you would be hurt and you would have felt the kind of pain that you inflict on other people. So I think that's a good thing. You need to be hurt. You need to be hurt a couple of times so that you understand what you have done to people. You need to have a knife deep, deep, deep in your heart to where you cry every night for 5 years. The pain is that deep. That's what you need. That's what he need. No, not guilt. He's like, he's needy. He doesn't want to feel the pain that he inflicted on others. He's begging for someone not to do that to him. Please don't cheat on me. He knows he couldn't stand it. He wouldn't be able to weather the storm. It's all right for him to do it to other people, but he don't want, no woman to do that to him. So the last thing you want to do is see him relapse. No, I want to see you relapse. So I can see the cue in the next girl and say, he running around you. I want you to dog his ass out. Cheat on him. Make sure he knows you got cheated on. Make sure he understands that his dick is not as good as he thinks it is. Make sure he understands that this guy goons who look way better than him, got a way better body and got more money. Make sure he knows all of that. Dog his ass smooth out. Hurt every feeling he's ever had. And then get your friends to join in and do it too. Fuck him up. See, that's me. I don't get mad. I get even. And it's just like, you say some shit like that to me, boy, it's going to be on. Now, you coming in right, and I'm coming in right then. Why would you threaten me like this? You see what I mean? That's a threat. And that I don't do threats well. You threaten me, I'm going to make the shit happen. I'm going to make you prove it. I'm going to call you on it. That's what they do in poker. You bluffing, I'm going to call you and see. So I don't know. And with me, it's like I'm getting older, but I'm still just as evil, as vindictive as I was when I was younger. That part doesn't change. You say some shit like that to me. The last thing you want to do is see me relapse. Like I'm supposed to give a fuck. Psh, that's the next thing on my agenda, Holmes. Now, this question was interesting. I think on the next one, on the next slide, I have some responses from women. He has $50. You have $200. Y'all go out and the bill is almost $50. Who pays? So this woman say me. All these women from the second one down and plus dozens more also said me. One woman had enough sense to say him. If he asked him to go out, knowing he only got, what the fuck, she said, the fuck he asked him to go out for, knowing he only got $50. Learning lesson for him to never spend his last, even if it's on me. Well, yeah, he's paying. What you want to go out for? Your ass only got $50. You need to be spending that $50 getting photocopies of your resume done, Holmes, or registering on some job website. That's what you need to be spending that $50 for. You don't have no money. You don't need to be going nowhere. I'm with you, lady boss. It's like, if you broke and you don't have no money, you don't need to be going nowhere. A walk in the park, that's your speed, Holmes. A walk around the block, that's probably even cheaper because you have to use no gas to get there. Save that gas for your job interviews. Well, you got to keep money. It's good to have some cash on hand. I'm notorious, though, for not having it. I don't follow my own advice, but it's good to have some. All right. So I thought that was really interesting that, that look at all the women saying me, 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 me. Now they notice they didn't say nothing about husband, right? Did you catch that out? Your man. Didn't say your husband. This is not community property. This is just your man. So nah. Okay, but anyway, let's move on. Now this guy, this is very long, but this was very disturbing. This was like this is a white dust mite from the Netherlands. And I thought that this was a good thing for us to look at the way that they try to manipulate the minds of women with this pickup artist stuff. I've talked about this dozens of times before over the years, but this post was evidently pretty recent, and this guy is talking about his foray into that environment. And he says, he never had a girlfriend. He was like an incel kid. He was very suicidal. And he Googled how to approach women. And then he found a forum for pickup artists. And it seemed like a cure for his autism. Okay. So he watched all the videos and he started mimicking that stuff. He worked out at the gym, got himself looking like something. And he spent all day practicing, approaching women. And then the pickup artist wanted to learn from him. Then he says, there's finally something I was good at. Right now, I have over 1,000 numbers in my phone. It's a bit like gambling. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't, but you always have the chance for eggplant. There are so many tricks to learn. Now, this is when it gets interesting, ladies. This is why I told you in a video I made, control your emotions. That's the title of the video. You need to watch it. Women have emotional brains. They get addicted to feelings. You can use that to your advantage. The first time you meet her, tell her that she looks amazing, but never give her a full compliment again. She'll always chase that validation. It's like a drug. Tell her she looks beautiful for her age. Tell her she looks good in this lighting. Keep her insecure with half compliments. Keep her feeling like there's something wrong with her, like she's not good enough for you, like she needs eggplant for validation. Of course, it's manipulation, but why would I care? I've been manipulated so many times in my life. Okay. Oh, he's twisted, but there's millions of others that have the same attitude. So don't think that this is unique to him. You know how many of these men there, these incel types, and how many of these pickup artist dudes there on Rural Ride? Millions of them. Millions. And they all have this attitude of what manipulating and controlling women. I keep telling you guys, that's the only thing that men want to do. Manipulate and control women. It's like their number one thing on their agenda. More than making money, more than getting an education, more than anything else in this world. That's what they want to do. Manipulate and control and dominate women by any means necessary. So this thing here where he gives you a compliment, this is why I keep telling you guys, get your self-esteem together. When you are dependent on some man to validate you and who you are, you're letting him control your image of yourself. You're letting him dictate what you think about yourself, what you believe about yourself, how you look, what you think, what you can do, what you're capable of, how valuable you're, all of that. You're putting all of that in the hands of some knucklehead ass man who's out to destroy you. Please explain to me what sense that makes. That makes like zero intelligent sense to do that. But yet many of you do it anyway. You do it and you sit there and you're like, oh, but he builds my self-esteem. Once you say that shit, I know you are lost and you just dead in the water. That's what you are. Because you don't even have enough sense to understand the game that's going to be run on you when you looking outside from other people to determine who you are and your worth and your value. You decide that. Nobody else. I don't give a fuck. Man could give me line up and give me compliments all day. And you know what? It's going to be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Thanks. And I mean, I would be polite, I'm gonna say thank you. I mean, I'm not like rude. My parents didn't raise me to be like, like unappreciative and stuff. But does it change how I think about myself? Do I preen and get all like, oh yes, he thinks I'm this and that. So it makes me feel better or something. No, I'm the same always. I'm the same. I'm like this. No matter what they say, good, bad, sideways, negative, positive, whatever, I'm the same. The only time I get mad or upset is if it affects my money. If you start doing some shit that you're going to be trying to fuck with my money, okay, now we're going to have a problem. But you want to talk words about what I look like or how old I am or, my weight or anything like that, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. Say what you want to. Don't be prepared for me to fire back, though. Be prepared. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys, this is the key to you being able to be successful, not only with men, but in life, period. You don't depend on other people to determine who you are, your capabilities, and your worth and your value. It's like nothing. You decide that. You're the only one whose opinion matters. So they be trying to position themselves to dictate like he's trying to do, give her this compliment, then don't ever give her another one and say, that it's like a drug. No, it's only like a drug if your mind is weak and you let it be that. Okay, this was a very important addition to this show. This is like the king of dust mite. And look how many motherfuckers like this. Look. Look at that number up there at the top. Look at that. That ought to give you a hint. This was just one post, okay, of how many men think like this and they're intent on destroying you. See that? 33,552 at the time the screenshot was taken. I'm sure it's more now. So you guys, you really need to think about this and stop putting your self-esteem, which is supposed to be self, that's the key word, in the hands of dust mites. They don't mean you no good. They just trying to manipulate you. Yeah, Kesara, I'm telling you, I be lecturing y'all on this stuff all the time. But I thought, okay, maybe they need to see something actually posted by a man. Maybe that'll help it sink in. That's why I included this. It's not necessarily something, really like funny thing that we talk about on the DNN, but it's valuable, it's real, and it's designed to show you the games that are out here. Y'all just running around here like ingenues all brand new and shit. Like, oh, he likes me. He said I'm cute, I'm pretty. And you all happy and shit. And you set up your ass is about to be put on the chopping block. That's what that is. You're supposed to tell him who gives a shit what you think. Whether he thinks good or bad, you don't give a shit. Okay, that needs to be your attitude. You're so beautiful. I know, motherfucker, you act like it's a revelation or some shit. Shut up. Well, you're ugly. I know, motherfucker, so you act like it's a revelation or some shit. Shut up. You see how that works? Takes his steam right out of the sails. He can't say nothing. No matter what he says, it doesn't bother you. Your response to it is exactly the same. Let's move on. This nigga right here, I was like, dude, really? And you put your name up there? Can I meet a nigga with no kids, she says. I don't take care of mines. What's up? I was like, wow. Really? Wow. I mean, how dusty can you be? How dusty can you be in a situation like this? I don't take care of mines. What's up? Now, if she messes with him, okay, because, y'all be doing that too. I'm going to talk about you for a minute. You meet some motherfucker and he ain't taking care of his kids. He be lying, talking about she won't let me see my kids. Now you want to be like defending him and act. Yeah, she won't. She don't. Yeah, what you supposed to do is say, really? Well, what pay? Show me a copy of the pleading that you filed with the court to make sure that she got visitation. That's all you have to say. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't want the white man out in my business. Bingo! That's how you know he's full of shit. Now, if he pulls out his pleadings and he's got a court date, then you got to shut up and let's wait and see what happens. But 99.999% of the time, he's not gonna have nothing because he's just talking shit. He just wants to get some pity pussy. And for you to be on his team against the baby mama, where he's trying to run game on you so that you feel mad at her for hurting your precious new man. In reality, your precious new man is a roach. He ain't about shit. Any man who won't take care of his kids is useless, worthless. You should not spend a second of time with them. And those of you who are having babies by somebody who already got 3 or 4 kids and he ain't taking care of them, what the fuck are you thinking? What are you doing? You lost your mind. If that's the situation you find yourself in, head to the nearest abortion clinic and then get you some birth control and get you some mental stability pills because you're crazy. There's something wrong with you thinking that that's what you should be doing. He already got a bunch of kids he ain't taking care of. What the fuck? Let's move on. Here we go. We in our Savage Awards. Here is the first one. There are varying levels of savagery. This one is kind of mild, but I thought it was brilliant. Good afternoon, ladies and disappointments. Did I say that in my good broadcaster voice? Good afternoon, ladies and disappointments. My name is Deborrah Cooper. Oh my God. Get it, Angel LG? Yeah, these dudes, I'm telling you, I don't know. Let's move on. Can't nobody tell me shit with my do-rag on, and there's dude, Camus, looking all something with his white do-rag on, and girlfriend clapped back, but you look like a hood angel who came back to tell his homie that the street's not worth it. I thought I was gonna die. Oh. She was like, bam. I mean, what you gonna say to that? I'm sure dude had to laugh because that was funny. That was funny. Woo! Okay, let's move on. I've been having way too much fun with this show tonight. And here we go. Look at girlfriend. That shit was hilarious. I got fired today, babe. And he's leaning on her for comfort. And she looking like, what? Fired? Then she kind of starts doing the fade out, and the next thing you know, she gone. Dude, oh my God, I was rolling. I was oh God, I feel delirious. I'm laughing too hard. Too much oxygen in my brain. I'm getting lightheaded. Look at her though. Look at the first picture, how she's looking at the camera. Thanks, make it happen. Oh my God. I know people come to this channel like, what the hell is going on here? These people are crazy. Like, I'm glad you're a new subscriber. I need about 3,000 more, y'all, and we'll be in good company. Oh my God, look at this. Yes, that's savage level, honey. I'm telling you, that's so. Notice how they're getting increasingly more savage. Maybe I should have went 5, 4, 3. I don't know, but anyway, the last one is the most vicious one. Okay, and so let's move on to the next one. I'm laughing too hard. My stomach is hurting. Look at this shit right here. Just supposed to be a dude. He got them thick ass thighs and what looks like a camel toe. And she says he looks like his coochie stink. Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought I was gonna die. What's wrong with the sisters be just coming out with stuff, just slaying people? Just with one sentence, just cutting you up. Oh, he got them thick ass thighs. Nigga, what are you doing? how many women would kill to have legs like that? Put on a mini skirt and some little bitch boots and be working it. Shut up, Hazel. Oh my God, this is too funny. I'm reading all the stuff you guys are putting in the chat room. Somebody says I am deceased. How you deceased and you typing? This is too funny. But look at him pointing like he just all of that. I'm like, dude, you really should be embarrassed that your parents could see you online looking like this. What is wrong with you? Mm, yes, that camel toe. How a dude get a camel toe? I just really don't really know what to say there. You know what bitch boots are? I think they call them booties now, but from my era of the '80s, they used to call them bitch boots. Hmm. All right, and here we go. This I think this is the next to last one. The last one I think is the coup de grace. Okay. I swear women are clueless, he says, and selfish, picky, unrealistic. That's one part of the problem. The other is these standards that they have. I don't know how long we are supposed to pretend like that's not what it is. And so Cassie came back and said, well, you either get with the program or apply to be an incel. She's like, what you want from me? You either give women what they want or you be an incel. I mean, there's only two choices. Or I guess you could be the third choice is you could be gay, or maybe the fourth choice is you become trans and then you try to become a woman with very woman that you're hating on so much. So I guess at this point there's four choices, neither one of which is gonna be working for Home Skillet right here. Oh, get with the program or apply to be an incel. She just straight told him. I'm like, okay then, Cass, let's move on. And this one is the gold winner of the evening. Look at my new banner. I love it. I did a close up of Deuce mug so you can see what he working with. When he's nerdy and cute with a dash of ugly, she says. And he says, me. And she says, I said a dash. Oh my God. I was like, I fell out of my chair onto the floor and just rolled around on the carpet because I was like, she just took out a machete and went, chop, 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 chop now, chop, chop, chop. Oh my God. I know, like I'm still looking for that cute. I took out my magnifying glass and everything. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Where that cute at? It must have ran. She said a dash. Wasn't that vicious? I was like, oh, these people had me crying all night long when I was making these slides. And there we go. That's the end of the Dusty News Network show for tonight. Oh, my stomach is hurting. These memes and comments and stuff were just off the hook. These people are, did you ever realize how many crazy people there are on the internet that have like, internet access and computers or smartphones or whatever they have, whatever kind of way they on the internet posting this crazy stuff. I am honored to be able to bring you this levity and to share this good time with all of you because I don't know. You got your life, Leandra. Oh my God. This is just too, I don't even know what to say. Some of the stuff from tonight was just so crazy. So crazy. I just didn't even really know what to say about it. But you guys keep sending those memes and stuff in. I will put this slide up again so those of you who wandered in late can understand this show is completely channel visitor driven. Okay, I'll occasionally come up with one or two, but for the most part, they send in all of these. I don't really do too much. I did the first show, and after that, y'all took over and just left me in the dust. So what they do, they go out on all over the internet because it's thousands of them. It's only one of me. Thousands of people out looking for stuff that fit this format, and then they email it to us at survivingdating@gmail.com. Survivingdating@gmail.com. Do not link to me on Facebook or these other pages and stuff. I can't. A lot of times those pages are closed. I can't even get them. I don't, and then I might not even see them in time because I don't really go on Facebook. Like to go on it, I just go. I post my links and then I'm back off. So if you really want your show, your stuff on the show, you need to do this. Send it to survivingdating@gmail.com. Make the subject line Dusty News. Okay, Dusty News. So, like I said, that's it for tonight. I will be back. I'll see if I can put something up this weekend, but I'm not positive because this is the week I'm taking off to work on the book, Surviving College Boys. I want to finish that shit by next week. So this week I'm in shutdown mode. There will be no shows this coming week. But you can enjoy all the, almost 700 videos that's already on the channel. Feel free as you look at those videos to send in comments to me, suggestions for videos that you want me to see. Or to produce, or ideas, for things that you want to have videos made about, links to other videos, whatever you have in mind, just feel free to send it on in. And when I finish with the book and get it over to whoever's going to edit it for me, then I will be back in pocket and I will see you guys again, the following Tuesday for the next live stream, if not before. If I finish the book earlier, then I'll be back and do a pop up and surprise you. All right, but thanks you guys for coming. I know it was got off to a rough start, but everybody hung in there. We made it to the second setting for the show. Thank you, Lady Boss Bay, for being the queen that you are. You always got my back, and all of the subscribers and the super chat donors and my Patreon subscribers. We got a couple of new ones in this week. I want to thank you for joining the crew. So everybody, you guys take care of yourselves, and I'm going to be working hard on my book. Feel free to send me good wishes on the community wall, okay? I'm going to need it. And I'll see you later. Love you. Bye-bye.